Is the mic better now or not? Okay, so we have 6 cows and the same opening for either player. Creative series. Carnage is going for a duck on the right side. I think Eery knows. Oh, actually, Eery is going for a fast second TC instead of going for a Rax. I think because last game we restarted, he saw that Carnage is not opening greedily, so he said, "You know what? I'm just going to open also greedy." So, kinda disadvantages for Carnage that restart, but doesn't really matter. So it is going for a second TC already, but he is late on his second duck if he ever actually opts to go for it. And Khan's actually just started his stone gathering. He's actually Carnage went for a double duck. Yikes, that's pretty greedy. But if he is able to get these 2 ducks up and going, and is able to defend both ducks, then I think he's pretty ahead. Even though his second TC will be miles behind, but he is going for a Rax right now. I think he's just gonna mass Rax with Priestess and their upgrades. Mm. 2 duck opening for Carnage. Has this ever happened? Happened yesterday. I think what happened yesterday is that Carnage went for a duck. I don't remember. I think maybe it's on the left side over here, and Eery took this duck for free. So that was fast duck into a second TC, not double duck into a second TC. Like now it's 5:20. He's only building a second TC, and he doesn't have any production facilities. And we have handsaw as a source upgrades, and Eery has handsaw, and he also has hunting dogs because he wants to get as many axemen out, so he wants as many food gatherers, and he wants it to gather it efficiently. So that's why I think Khan does not need that. Just need that netlures, and I think Eery knows about these 2 ducks. Yep, he knows about it, and he also knows about the second TC. So he's thinking about it. Maybe add pressure to these 2 ducks, but it's hard to out repair or out damage the repairing of these fishing boats. So especially at these with these axemen, they have 8 infantry DPS, which is not that much because these axemen are pretty specialized at dealing with infantry and infantry only. So it's gonna be tough for him to deal with that. But Eery is obviously gonna have the army lead because he went for the more defensive move. more safe move, which is a fast second TC. And he is building an armory, almost finished at 7 minutes, so it's very early. But he has 4 axes for it, and Eery has decided to push. But actually, Carnage predicted that is gonna happen, so he already made a swanship over here and also a swanship over there to secure these 2 docks, which is great. But that means that he doesn't have anything in his base. He has 10 axemen, T-Rex, a Sakharov with then an armory. So, but he's relatively behind in army count. Yeah, I think he's pretty behind in army count. So it's gonna be tough to defend actually for him. So maybe add a couple guard towers over here and over here to be able to defend this push. And if he does, I think he's probably gonna win this game. But if he does not, then Eery is gonna, of course, win. Nice snipe from Carnage. Sniped a priestess, so Eery, instead of having 2 priestesses, is gonna have 1 in his main army. Okay, so Eery just also is making the most important upgrade, scale mill. It has pierce armor and melee infantry armor combined, so it's very efficient to get it. He also has it very early, like it's 9 minutes, 850. He's only making units, continue to make units. He's gonna raid a little bit over here. I think this army can deal with it, but army wise he is behind. It is trying to double prong attack, splitting a little bit over here, splitting over, a little bit over there, but Carnage has already built 4 archery ranges, and he is ready to transition into bowman after reaching the 3rd age. Weirdly, he's building 3 slingers, probably on accident, or surely on accident, because you don't want that. And these slingers are actually kinda expensive, so finally Carnage is actually reaching 3rd age and he's still making slingers. Maybe just to have anything, even slingers just to tank, have units actually, maybe. He's getting barbed arrows to be able to defend, but Eery I think knows that. He saw the archery, so he's saying, okay, let me push ASAP. But also he reached Eery, that is reached the 3rd age, is now researching X-Men Champion. Do a timing push, but I think Carnage is going to able to defend this because he has 5 archeries. So I think he will be able to have quite the number by the time X-Men Champion is done. Also, Carnage was actually trying to build the 3rd TC in a weird location. Why over there? Maybe it's just to secure this 2nd gold mine, or 3rd gold mine, I mean. Yes, too. So I think he can survive in the time being. Eery pushing out with 55 axemen with his timing push, and Carnage is trying his best to keep making the key unit, which is bowman over here. It looks to me that 2 H3 town centers and bunch of bowmen with a good long swordsman count, and Druids behind them is able to defend against that attack. But and also he is getting this important upgrade, which is Druid. Is one of the most important upgrades, Druid and long swordsman champion. So probably want to research that, and that's not good for Carnage. 66 villager to 72. Okay, my bad. And also that the other one. Okay. 24 bowmen, so the number of bowmen is actually increasing, and it's get to a number where Eery has to transition to camels, which he already has, and Carnage is trying his best to secure this gold mine. The problem is that Carnage does not have any anti-cavalry, so these bowmen are not gonna survive that long against Camel Rider, but not champion. So 66 villagers to the 80, so I think he still holds this with the number of bowmen he has, but the damage has already been done, and I think Eery just gonna stream his units, but I don't think he can't just do that because he's gonna bleed units. So yeah, just pulling back a little bit over here. The population for Eery right now, for Eery side, um, gold white 13 on gold, so he might wanna continue making villagers, try to regain. He's making 4 stables right now. I think what Khan really needs to do is actually just keep making units and try to break out of his smelter place. But he secured this gold mine, the 3rd gold mine, so this is a key gold mine for him. So he is relatively safe because he has a safe food source, and he also has a safe gold source. So once this runs out, this is the only gold mine. So if Eery wants to end this game quick, he wants to secure this side, even adding a fortress over here, couple guard towers to secure this side, because if he does here and over here, probably win the game. So Carnage is just trying to mess up, but Eery is already ahead in army upgrades. He's gonna have 2 age 3 army upgrades, while Carnage does not. He's getting the melee, the first upgrade, melee infantry damage armor upgrade. I don't think this is the best decision. Maybe get broad head arrows. I think it's better because he already has 51 bowmen, and he does not want to have a lot of longswordsmen because this is not his damage dealer. So we have an engagement right here, and he does not have that many anti-cavalry, but in saying that, he does not have that many infantry, only 25. Yeah, so Carnage was able to kite it out and just keep kiting, that's it. So I think Eery has to get a proper counter to these bowmen, and he's doing it right now against Slinger Champion, maybe Elephants. I think in both these years he has not made that many elephants, so he is actually doing that right now. But if you can see the map, Eery has the entire map, as you can see, basically 90% of the map. So map control wise, he has everything. He's now making 2 markets over here. I don't like that because these one shop maybe can deal damage. So Carnage has a large army. He wants to do something with it, but Eery is already ready for it. 58 bowmen kiting, but the sustain is very strong for these 8 priests. Also, he is behind an armory, so, and the slingers are shooting, so I don't see this game lasting very long. Once this gold mine runs out, I don't see Carnage living any longer. Carnage has to secure another gold mine, maybe over here, then continue securing his market line. uh, add a fortress or something. Maybe get some water to be able to add pressure himself, but I don't think Tree matters. He just has to win an army fight, break this position, and try to regain map control. His position is a little bit tough. He only has archers as his main army. He also has 16 horsemen, which is sufficient enough, but maybe some warriors to be able to deal with the priestess and the singers. I think that's a great idea. Um, he got his pierce, third age pierce armor, pierce damage upgrade, and third age flat damage upgrade. So damage wise he's not behind, but in defensively he's behind. He's now getting chainmail, which is the most important right now, because Eery does not have that many pierce damage. He's now right on this right side. Okay, so Carnage does not have any gold gathers. Try to secure this area, adding a wall, adding a gold mine, which is a very smart idea. And he's not paying attention to his main army. Two elephants had their day against these bowmen. Probably sent too many horsemen over there. Probably if he has sent like 10 and kept the others, so that was a mistake. And Eery is actually wanting this gold mine. It's a very smart idea with this villager. I don't see many players do that, and these villagers are like, okay, so what can I do right now? And see what these guys do. And Carnage is like, okay, I'm just have sat in the base so much. I want to just get out of my base and do something. But I don't think it matters anyway right now. He's just behind in map control and in everything really. And this elephant is actually doing so much damage to these bowmen right now. And Carnage is I think it's very equal fight, but the reinforcement of either side and also map control and is already in at 180 pop, constantly 180 pop. He also reached the 4th age, and Khan just says GG. So Eery had the map control for the majority of the game because Carnage went too greedy on these on the start, so he didn't have any units to be able to defend, and he was always behind an armory and army size, so he was not able to break out, and that was basically it. So map control is key. It's even more important than eco. So next map is EQ, I think, right? Make sure. So no, Ghost Lake, I think. Wait, is it Ghost Lake? Yep, I think it's Ghost Lake, Swamp Pass, then Ghost Lake. Yep. Not EQ, my bad. GG. Yes, it's Ghost Lake, and then the last map is EQ. Good. So Eery is BRB, so I'm gonna take a minute. So Carnage is gonna stay kills. And Eery can't stay Egypt because he won the game, so he has to play a different civ. I think Eery won as Celts, and now he won as Egypt, so he has to play other civs. His best civs is Celts and Egypt, so gonna be interesting what he picks next. Maybe Babylon. I think he might choose or Persia, but I don't see that many openings for him. Can anyone start a prediction right now, or I'm not sure if I can do it. The only moderators right now are the players. They are the players that are playing in right now, so which are Carnage and Eery. So I don't think anyone can do that right now. So it kinda sucks. I'm just waiting for Eery to respond right now. Okay. So I'm gonna invite Eery, and he choose to play Babs. Love it. Let's start the game right now. Ghost Lake it is. Team 1. Eery is red, Carnage is on blue. And also I have to change the scores. So my bad. So much to do. Okay, let's go. Why hasn't the counter on Eery's side gone up? Yeah, I already I just did it. So the game has already started. So we have Eery playing the Babylon Civ, and we have Carnage playing Celts. So, with my experience, Babylon versus Celts, I think Celts, if played well and if played the correct way, I think Celts beats Babylon pretty hard. But until Babylon gets their army, the proper army they want, they they will be able to defend, and I think they may have the advantage, maybe mid to the late game. So it just depends on whether Eery is able to defend and play the early game well. So we have a hunt over here, got my. My villager went on wood. Oh, do you have a restart? I'm not sure. Where's the star? Um, I don't remember reading a rule like that. They have a free restart. I don't remember. Does anyone know? Okay, they have. Oh, my bad. I should have read the rules. Did anyone in this match? I should have read the rules, my bad. Just start the game right now. Ghost Lake. Yeah, it was within the first 2 minutes. Here on the right side, Carnage on the left side. And have to change the score, so I think it's correct right now. Both are going for Iraqs. Maybe that villager is should be making Iraqs. Nope. Okay, now he's making Iraqs, so kinda delayed, but so in this matchup, Carnage should have his spears over here in an aggressive location, and he should have it defensively all the time. So on this map you have to fight for your goats or you for your sheep, depends. Maybe just sheep. So you have to fight for your sheeps. There are usually 9 sheep spawned, so if you have 6 then you have 2/3 of them. Carnage got 3, so he got 1/3. So you beat him on that. The reason behind that is that you don't have to kill these hunts with your scout. You can just go straight and collect all these goats. So I think Norse and Babylon have the advantage on this map to get as many sheep as you can. He is keeping the production of spears, while Carnage is also keeping the production, but his Rex build wasn't as perfect as he would like, so his spear numbers are not going to be that high, and he's actually playing safe. I guess just play style difference. Eery on the aggression, and Carnage on defensive, even on SF where he should be aggressive, so kinda weird. That both have good gold mine locations and hunts, so no need to restart this. And Eery snuck these spears, and Carnage is not coming back, so it's like a mini base raid. So Carnage is forced to his berries. He has 3 sheep, so he can deal with that. The advantage that Babylon have is that they have a moving storehouse, so they can move his storehouse anywhere he wants. So he's not gonna lose 50 wood on the storehouse. So on that note, Eery already won on that trade. No one lost any villages, and Eery is able to knock the storehouse, the wood storehouse, and Carnage is kind of struggling to reach to the 3rd age. Now he's finally reaching it. To make longswordsmen and try to add pressure by that, because the Babylonian racks do not have any anti-infantry until to age 3, so you can capitalize on that. And great micro by Carnage, picking all these spears. Nice macro from Carnage, but that also means that he's tunnel visioning on this side, and he is saying, okay, since he's tunnel visioning, let me go to the other side and deal damage, but there are nothing to deal damage here. Probably I don't think he can do that. So Carnage go overgathered a little bit, and if he puts his TC over here, it's kinda unlucky. It's kinda unlucky here. He has to. Okay, nice reaction from Carnage. Just put it over here. It's fine. Protect gold and wood. Has a safe food source. He already has second barracks before his second TC, so kinda weird, but okay, he's able to secure this location. Protects the wood line here and the gold and the berries over there. He's going for a second racks. I think it's maybe it's the right choice to go for second racks. Yeah. He's barely not seeing it, but now he's actually seeing it, and Carnage is not. So he is able to actually snipe a village over here, and that's about it. In the process, losing probably like 4 or 5 spears. Second production facility is going to be bowman or archer range, I mean. third protection facility is going to be second archer range. So um, I think it's better to go for a stable and delay gardens, but probably fine. The reason behind that is that if you go double archer ranges, he can easily just counter that and make slingers. And that means if you go double archer ranges, you will usually be in the defensive all time, because the bowmen are usually not going to be on the aggressor side. So you're going to be the defensive, and you will not be able to do any raiding or add any aggression, especially that you make 4 gardens this early into the game. So you'll be on the defensive, and we just saw from the last game how map control is so strong, or how strong is the map control is. So Carnage is going for 3 racks, double archer range, and then make a sacred grove. So kinda I'm not sure why he makes it third racks, maybe not needed. Probably double armories is better. In the meantime, he tried to do a pressure for these from these H1 spears, but Eery has units defensively in the right spot. Carnage saw it, and he's constantly making slingers. Long swordsmen and slingers beat shield bearers and bowmen pretty hard, so Eery has to get some lances, which he is already. He's getting lances right now, but he will have, until he has a great number of lances, it'll take a time. So he'll be on the defensive for a while right now. And for some reason, Carnage is not sending his unit aggressively. He's placing it defensively. I don't know why. And for some reason, he's making spearmen. He does barely have any lancers, so he kind of lost the opportunity to make long swordsmen instead of all these spearmen, and do a push and add aggression. But now he's actually losing the spearmen that he just made. Oh wow. So Carnage kinda had this game in the bag if he played it the correct way. If he made longswordmen and slingers and add pressure over here and add pressure over here, because he barely has any lancers, but now he does. Kinda lost the opportunity, but and also Eery went for 4 gardens this early, so eco-wise he should be ahead, 52 villagers to 48, so pretty equal villager count. And Eery playing this matchup, being the aggressor, pushing out immediately. Carnage for some reason does not have any. Okay, now he okay, this is a great position to actually engage in. I'm not sure why he's not now he's making long swordsmen, but kinda late now. 13 slingers to 12 bowmen, so just by seeing the slinger count, the bowman count, you can dictate whether Carnage is gonna win or gonna lose. So since the bowman count is the same as slinger count, he won, because the bowman is the main DPS over here. So if he loses these damage dealers, he's not gonna have any DPS, especially if he has lancers against these champion spearmen. If Greeky was playing, he would have played it the correct way. Maybe. Probably yes. Now it is actually mixing up. Oh, I think that was accident, making slingers, but he's raiding with these lancers, while Carnage is trying to push no armies from each side. Okay, now he's making the first armor upgrade. Shield ram, H2 pierce armor. He is raiding with the lancer, so that's one of the few advantages that Babylon has over kills, is that they have anti-infantry cav. So if you had lower counts of spearmen against lancers, you're not going to defend the location. So you have to have high counts in vulnerable areas like over here or over here. But usually you should not be on that side, because usually you'll be on the aggressor, so you're not gonna be raided anyway, or you shouldn't. But I guess it's happening over here. So as I said, if you had a little bit over here in the vulnerable area, that's a huge army. But I just saw so many villages over here. Probably wanna okay, two houses. Probably wanna split these villages on these two gold mines. A huge raiding side over here, killing a bunch of villages, 60 villages to the 68. So it's not that big of a deal, knowing that he has 4 ox carts, so 4 villager advantage. Sending these spearmen, as I said, 13 lances can deal with not 15, but can deal with 5 maybe or 6. And Eery is waiting in base, gathering up units. Gain his first armory upgrade. Carnage already got 3. I'm not sure why he's not making barbed arrows. He has slingers, so he's ready on the left side. On the left side, or on the top side of Eery space. Coming back, I think Carnage F2'd his units over here. Yeah, Babylon player is going to H3, while Carnage is not going to the 3rd age. And there's an engagement over here. I'm not sure who's gonna win it. The spearman count and slinger count is looking healthy. Yeah, probably the reason why he won is maybe lancers are not the best fighting units, especially because they are 2 pop against 1 pop. So yeah, maybe he should have waited until he reaches H3 and get Lancer champion and Bowman champion. I think that's the key thing over here. But population wise, pretty even, but it is ahead in age, so he's ahead on that aspect. He's getting his 3rd TC on this location, securing this gold mine. Kinda greedy, because if Carnage somehow sees this, he can't deny it. So probably making markets over here. We'll see. Carnage knows that he went to the 3rd age, so he wants to add as much pressure before the power spike hits in with the champion upgrades. In my opinion, making Chet archers is a better option than bowmen. Just my opinion. In H3, because they not only move faster, but they also have a higher DPS overall. So, but they are more expensive. So trying to snipe that, he's going to snipe it pretty fast, because these units have very large infantry damage. He's gonna try to snipe it. He's trying to kite with these slingers, but yeah, he wasn't able, so kinda unlucky for him. He's just going to the 3rd age. I think the reason behind it is that uh, behind why he isn't going to third ridge is his eco isn't that great probably. Yeah, I think he was busy building 21 farms and even more, and also even more over here. So yeah, his eco isn't that great. If he had made two macro groves and made two macro groves over here and 20 villagers on deers would have been a better option than 30 farms. Army wise, still not changed for Carnage. Where's the armory? Okay, there it is. Still not changed for Eery. So it is pushing. Uh, I think because Khan just reached the H3, so he's trying to add as many pressure and maybe do a time push, and he is. I think this time he's gonna win it because he has Royal Guards and Lancers. But under two HCTCs and Slingers are tagging. Maybe not. Yeah, he won it pretty decisively, and um, yeah, I think that's just GG like that, like that. GG. Can't just left like that.